And I still remember those words. And I mean, it kind of really motivated me of seeing things from a brighter perspective, so to say. But so I just wanted to know, in all these years that you've been in the academics, whether it's Meghalaya, whether it's Manipur, how, or even Kanpur for that matter, how has the education system changed, sir, over the years?
See, education system, we've been following uh, the British pattern of education for quite a long time. And in India, with our economic background and our social background, that kind of education system, to me, was much, much better. We were very successful. Mm. Although we say that we are still developing country. But I think if you look about the whole society of India, then you see there are people who are very advanced and there are people who are very, very backward still. And therefore, that kind of education system, which has been introduced by British, that was quite good for quite some time. So I think that has been the practice in India. And of course, I was completely educated in that pattern. So I think I was happy with that. But of course, you cannot remain stagnated. You have to make it changes. And education also, with the changing perspective of things, in science, in all fields of, in all works of life, if changes have taken place, change is to take. So that is true. But you see, the most new one, that national education policy, and it is also known as new education policy. This, the policy as such, to me, it's not a bad policy. But we are, to the best of my understanding, we are just adopting in blind. We are not very clear about what is. So we are blindly adopted the Western education system. And I think it is not, as for me, it is not suitable in Indian scene as it is. But we could start something, for example, a skill education, all these things, because we have to develop skill in many aspects. In this kind of thing, we should start not all at once, but we should begin bit by bit. Once we are completely adopting the system, it would have been good. Otherwise, the policy is not a bad policy, but the way we start, to me, this is my personal opinion, we are not starting in the right perspective. That is in India, not only in Meghalaya, in India. Even in Meghalaya, if I am asked, I will still say the same thing.
So, the fact that you come from a very challenging family background, and you are here today, retiring from this office as Dean of Humanities here in NEHU and as a professor. Um, what does it take for somebody like you, and for many of us out there who are watching this video, who who doesn't come from a financially stable background, but to reach this position as you have, what does it take for someone to to be to achieve such you know uh, achievements in life?
Yes. Therefore, I think I have two projects. One project is writing about traditional religion, which has been abandoned, left by my people way back in 1930. So no one practice. We are 100% Christian. That I'll not repeat that one. And another project is I am trying to write about my autobiography, because you see, as you rightly pointed out, I had started in a very humble family background. And I often said, even in student whenever I deliver lecture in student association, all these things in youth gathering. See, for example, other trades like business. If you have establishment with other, then you can do it. For example, if you belong to the Rajasthani people, there are a lot of Rajasthani Marwaris, we call them. Because sitting here, they call it phone, immediately everything will be sent. And if you and me, we are to do about business, you have to go. How much you have to spend?
Right, right.
So the same material which they can sell by 30 rupees, you will have to sell by 50 because it can't. So that too with lot of difficulty. So that is just an example. So other trade you can, but education. You see, if you are working hard, because there is no saying that you are poor, you cannot be educated. You are not handsome, you cannot be educated. No, if you work hard. So I often say that, you see, education is the only means in which we can compete others. Okay. And you see, in reading, for example, many people thought that even if I read less, I do understand. Might be possible, but then if you really want to be a good educationist and if you want really to succeed in life, there is no shortcut route. You have to read. And since this reading is the only means, so you have to read. So you have to have the art to do things for your favor. Then only. So you cannot run away from hard work. So that is. So, okay, hardship in everyone's life will come. Either you're rich or you're poor. If you're poor, your hardship will be more. But then, you always can overcome all those things. So, I think, therefore, I want to write my autobiography, how I overcome difficulty. There was a time when I was in MA class, I had to go to Bhutan for petty business. I bring something, sell here. Then I earn my 1 month, 2 month living. Fair business. I brought something, sell in the Barbazar market. So there are many Kong who are doing those days. So that is how we are. Now also you see, still the roads are open for everyone, so far as education is concerned. But there is no shortcut to hard work. You have to do hard work.